Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I got Nikolai here. This is the first time he's seen my car. And this is one of the first times I've kind of seen it in the sun. We were just kind of looking at it, and as we were looking at it, the sun is just going behind the building. So it's not the greatest time that I can show you guys. But right now, I'm incredibly close to being able to drive this thing. Like, right now I could, but there's things I want to do before I feel comfortable driving. Like, one of them is the height that I'm at right now. I'm not that low, but the exhaust scrapes were super bad. And that's just because when I did the exhaust, we did it underneath jack stands. Now I have the opportunity to use a hoist, and I've been just collecting a whole bunch of nice, not nice, but a whole bunch of like 3-inch stainless. So I'm gonna do stainless instead of like just mild steel. So I don't even think I did mild steel. I don't know what I did, but I got a whole bunch, like I got 3 or 4 different exhaust setups, and then I'm just gonna cut it up, make it work for me. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Once I finish that, I need to do my taillights, and then this car is gonna be insured, and I promise. I'm sure there's gonna be things that I'm gonna wanna do before I do insure it, because I personally am scared. Like, I'm scared to blow this engine up and ruin all of the work that I put into it, but that's not something I should be scared about. It should be something that I'm excited to drive. Like, I've had this thing for like 8 months, and I put 14 kilometers. That's like 8 miles. Don't test me on the conversion, I'm not sure, but but yeah, like, we are like, oh no, dude, I never painted right there.
I was gonna point that out, but I didn't want to. I thought you left it like that.
Oh my god, I just found a spot on the car that has 0 paint. So this bumper, nicely painted. Right there, no paint whatsoever. And I know exactly why. Because when it was sitting over top of the sawhorses, it was like, that was the top, and I had the 2 sides at the bottom. So this side is gonna be the exact same. Oh, that side has a little bit of paint. How's the rear? The rear I cut off, so. But you know what, things happen. So that's something I'm gonna remember for next time. So I don't think I've ever showed you guys actually what this thing sounds like. Like, I know you guys have heard me driving it, and actually not really driving it, but like starting it up and stuff. I'm gonna give Nikolai the camera. He's gonna film me start it up just so you guys get an idea of how this thing sounds. Ready? So that's this thing's cold start. Like, it is nothing special. I just went and bought the cheapest muffler I could get from Lordco. I use extremely cheap pipe. There's a whole bunch of holes in my weld, so I use like exhaust cement to patch them, and I'm gonna make sure I don't do that this time. Go on. Okay, so we got my car up on the hoist, and this is the exhaust I have now. So I just have a shitty downpipe, got some bad welds there, really bad welds there, super bad welds there, and a really cheap muffler. The hangers are super bad. It was just supposed to be temporary. I was meaning to do this a lot sooner, but never got around to it. But now I want to do it with proper hangers, real welds. All of this stuff has like the muffler cement just to make sure it doesn't leak. My plan was to take this thing off, but that's not gonna work. I think it's just way too tightly clamped on there before. So we're just gonna have to undo it from here. Robbie, there's water inside. So much water just came out of this thing, and I have no idea why. Every single time I start it up, water comes out, and it's actually water. Like, it's not coolant, not gas, nothing. It's just straight water, and I have no idea why. Pin it, give it the beans. She goes. Okay, this thing is just garbage. It weighs so much, dude.
It's literally made out of like a light post or like a fence post or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
A stop sign.
And like, look how terrible this stuff is. It's because we never had the right tools. Like,
We did it in your old garage.
Exactly.
In your old garage, the day I got the welder, in the
Exactly.
vise, we didn't have any cutting tools, like no idea what we were doing.
And we did it with jack stands.
Yeah. Like for a first ever welding, even trying,
Yeah.
we made it work, but
Exactly.
it's not what we could do now.
No, exactly.
And it hasn't been much time, but we got better.
Yeah. So before I take this thing off, I have a whole bunch of exhaust parts that are for the S13 car, but not for this engine. So it's not gonna work perfectly, but it'll work to fit the body. So I'm gonna start at the back, work my way this way up to this piece and then modify it there. Because ideally it should fit up all the way to the back, and then this part is the part that we're gonna have to mainly modify. Okay, so I've been just stockpiling a whole bunch of pieces of stainless. So right here, we have like a singular 3-inch blast pipe, and then there we have a muffler. So now we've got to figure out which one we want to put there. Personally, I just want to do this pipe just because it looks super clean, and it won't be that hard if later on I decide to change it. What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this up and then kind of take a look at the car, see if I like the way that it comes out of the body kit. Okay, so that's how that one looks. I personally like that. We're gonna raise it because it hangs too low. It'll probably sit like that, but that's actually just the amount of poke that I wanted it to come out. Okay, what are your thoughts on this? Ooh. It would, I'm gonna raise it so it's gonna sit like that, but like just imagine it sitting up higher. Do you like that, or do you think the fart cannon would look better?
If you could do this and center this somehow, even if it's even if it's not there, even if it's like just centered like that,
Yeah.
that'd be fire.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be. I almost did this on my BRZ like 3 times,
Yeah.
but the BRZ just isn't the right car.
Yeah.
But I love this. I think this looks absolutely insane.
Just the singular pipe coming out.
Just a singular blast pipe.
Okay.
It'd be wild if it came out to here. I'd still like it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that like a lot of people hate, but I think this is cool.
Yeah. What I personally wanted to do, but it's kind of expensive just to get the one fitting, but you get a 90 and then you cut it weirdly on the 90
So it does
and then the teardrop
thing. What do they call it? It's some weird word like kazuku or bazooku or
bozuko or something.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it looks cool. But that's personally what I wanted to do.
Like what would you call it? Like a blast pipe? I call it a blast pipe.
Yeah.
I think that you should do that. 100%.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks. So it looks like we need to bring it up about an inch. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll do 1 inch on this, 3/4 of an inch on this, because we can't bring it up too high. I think that looks so much better.
Holy shit, dude!
I think that sits up centered quite well and pretty high. How do you like the placement of my exhaust? Do you like that? Or do you think like a muffler, like...
No, I like this.
You like that?
Yeah.
We tried making this piece work. We cut it, I notched it, spent 15-20 minutes trying to figure out the perfect piece. I didn't really film a whole lot because honestly I forgot. And Robbie kind of reminded me, Nick kind of reminded me right at the end. I just finished, so sorry, you know. But we need to add that little piece into there. Weld them up.
Well, you're adding a sliver.
Yeah, we're adding a sliver.
Look at you. Fancy ass suspender wearing metal boy. Yeah, you got quite a hole to fill right there.
That's okay, I can fill a hole.
Yeah, you should do?
What?
Just leave it for leaks. You get better boost that way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Leave it for leaks so you can hear that your exhaust is working.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might forget.
Oh, that's not good. Robbie?
What? The bench! The bench! Holy shit.
What are you doing?
What do you mean? What is on the rag?
No acetone?
Why is the acetone
open. What'd you close it? You soaked a rag in acetone and then started welding.
I thought the whole thing was it dissolves. I thought that was the whole thing.
Now you just need like a hanger somewhere around here.
Yeah, we just need to add a hanger there. Well, this actually worked really well.
Don't you want to move this?
So I wasn't 100% trustworthy on my weld, so I added some muffler cement there. I added some in between because I don't have the gaskets for some reason. I don't know where they are. But now it sticks out in the perfect way. It's all the straight pipe. All we have is one resonator, and I don't think it has a whole lot inside. So I'm excited to see how this sounds. So I cut this little piece of extra hanger, and then all I need to do is just weld it right to the pipe, and then that's gonna be absolutely perfect.
To be honest, I think this is a good.
You know what? We pushed it forward a bit.
Did
we
you?
pushed it out maybe like almost an inch.
Really?
So it.
I think this is a good length.
I
It's
really like
just
that.
enough that you can really hurt your shin on it,
Yeah.
but like also not obnoxious.
I think it's perfect.
Okay, Susan,
and it's
get in
centered too.
Hey, you quit.
Okay, let's kick these things out. Help me with this. I don't want to fire it up in case we have to move it. Oh, I have to lower it more. Hold on. Yo, that's actually not bad.
Kind of going to get the upside down. It's a little bit. Starting pressure shot. Yo, that's not bad. There's some little pops.
Yeah.
It's also, like you just said, it's on a break-in tune, so that's why everybody's going to comment that it's running really rich. That's okay.
Yeah.
Right now. Waiting to hear it.
I'll go over here because like my car's just.
Someone on a break-in tune, he's kind of giving it a lot of beans.
More than me.
What is that?
Yo, you're idling pretty high. Oh, you're smoking.
Oh yeah, you're smoking, dude. I'd kill that. I'd kill it. Yeah, something went.
Oh. Something got a little wet.
You probably popped something. You might have given it a little too much beans, brother.
Too much sauce.
Too much sauce, not enough tune. That's yeah.
You just said that's yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find it.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I'm not gonna say.
I wonder. Move your head for a second.
Look right there, the oil on the head.
What do you mean? It's out of the head?
It's coming from the gasket, probably.
The head gasket or the valve cover?
Or sorry, the
gasket?
valve cover.
Okay, well then.
But
Fine then. But how did it sound?
It sounded good.
Yeah.
I'm
Did you
actually
hear the
really
pops?
impressed. It pops. It sounds throaty. It sounds almost like an SR.
Did you hear the turbo spool?
I
No.
heard everything, brother. I was right here.
Good.
Well, you gotta turn it around anyway, so let's just give us one more good pull here.
Does anybody want to come with?
Yeah.
Man, this thing looks so good. So I was thinking last night, and I'm not too sure if this thing is done, because it may seem done, but I know that there's gonna be so many more hours, so many more parts that I can install on this thing. Like, yeah, I just got the paint done, but like, I need to do my taillights. I need to get new wheels. I'm sure I'm gonna find so many more things, and like, that's just the best part about working on cars. Some people may think that's the worst, that you will never get to the goal that you want it to be, but I think you will never run out of fun. Because if you guys have been watching this thing since day one, you know what this looked like. It did not look anything like this. And before I even started YouTube, this thing was a shell. There was no engine, it had really bad wheels on it. There was just some suspension. And I completely refreshed it all. I completely redid all the interior. Like, there was zero interior. I did so much stuff to this. And I'm super happy with how this thing's turned out. Like, I just love how much that sticks out. I think that's the perfect amount. because it's just enough for you to walk by and nick yourself on it, but it's not coming out a stupid amount. And then the next thing I'm gonna be doing is getting taillights, and then I'm gonna insure it because there's just a big hole there that I don't like seeing. And I really think like a good license plate would perfectly fill the gap. Okay, so I think the exhaust sounds perfect. I didn't want it too loud, and I think what I have right now is perfect. So basically, it's just a straight pipe. It has a resonator. I don't know if it's doing a whole lot, but I like how it sounds. It has a good exhaust note, and it's quite a bit louder than what it was before, but it's not like ear-piercing loud. So I want you guys to let me know down in the comments on how you think this thing sounds. I think it sounds awesome, but I also want to hear your guys' opinions. So that's all I'm going to be doing for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys aren't subscribed right now, make sure you go down and like the video and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later.